When it comes to American history, were we educated or were we indoctrinated? I'd say a little bit of both. In our last video, we discussed the influence that the Daughters of the Confederacy had on the Southern academic school system. To reiterate, they implemented the measuring rod for textbooks that was written by a pro-slavery author. And remember, it was Confederate generals that approved the curriculum. They also defaced all books in the Southern libraries that did not live up to the standards of granting full justice to the South. They did so by stamping "unjust to the South" clearly on the cover of the books. Unfortunately, this alteration from the truth migrated its way into the Northern academic school system as well. In order to expand their market, Northern publishers modified the content to reflect the lost cause narrative. The South controlled the adoption policies, therefore forcing the Northern textbook companies to adhere to Southern standards. Therefore, Northern textbooks began adopting the narrative that suggested that Confederate soldiers were fighting for states' rights, downplaying the gross inhumanity of chattel slavery and romanticizing the Confederate soldiers' willingness to die for the Southern way of life. By the 20th century, Northern publishing companies had fully adopted the narration of the lost cause, totally distorting the truth that the Civil War was about the South's desire to continue chattel slavery. When I was a young kid in grade school and high school, my mother sent us to private school with the desire of believing that we were going to get better education. Knowing what I know today and what we've just learned right here, at least when it comes to American history, were we, or should I ask, were we all educated or were we indoctrinated? Once again, the book that I recommend for your Black History library is Dixie Daughters by Dr. Karen Cox. Before we wrap up today, I want to make sure you don't miss this opportunity. The stories we've covered are just the beginning. At unlockingblackhistory.com, you can dive deeper with our free community, exclusive content, and a workbook designed to help you reflect and grow. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next chapter. I'll see you at the next video.